Last time on Pokémon Sapphire Nuzlocke.
What does this Zigzagoon have to say? Shoo! Thanks, Skittles. You're a real pal. And yay! A really easy gym battle. We can get a Baltoy, we can get a Sandshrew, we can get a Trapinch, we can get a Cacnea. I'd probably use all those except maybe Cacnea. We got a Cacnea! And now, more! Hey everybody, it's time for some more Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire Challenge Nuzlocke. I said it kind of right that time. Last time we beat Flannery, as you can see there, and we are still deathless, which is awesome, I think. And today we're going to continue exploring Route 111. You may have noticed I healed a little bit off camera. It wasn't particularly, necessary, but whatever. I probably should have switched to Combuskin, because he's falling a little bit behind in levels, but whatever, not a big deal. Breloom's just gonna sweep everything. Oh god, another Baltoy. I remember last time we had that Baltoy blow up on us. That scared us, didn't it? Yes. A critical self-destruct from this thing would definitely be the end of Breloom. So I'm thinking a single... Oh wait, no, Psychic does resist. That's right. I keep forgetting that Psychic resists fighting. You wouldn't think it would, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I was scared. With so little health, I mean, that would have really sucked if it had used self-destruct and it had been a crit, and... Yeah, no good. And yes, I am counting on a critical hit to happen, because now I'm just really worried now. Like last time, we were so close to Breloom dying while I was just talking about whatever else thing. I want to make sure I'm paying attention so that I can do my best to avoid these deaths. Fury attack? More like, no thank you. I guess I can give it a growl. Meh. Fury attack is kind of horrible, but we definitely want to keep Sing. That's a good thing, even if it does have really low accuracy. It's worse than Hypnosis. Hypnosis? Yeah, it's worse than Hypnosis. I want to say that Growl might actually be helpful, just because this coming gym, it's all physical attackers for the most part, so yeah, I just kept Growl on a Swablu. Come at me, bro? Please? I mean, you could, you don't have to. Whatever, so yeah, you have noticed that, or I'm to assume that you noticed, that it wasn't really necessary for me to go off camera and heal. Well, I don't think this is breaking any kind of rules, but alright, here's a little bit of backstory. I wanted to play Pokemon Coliseum again, but I noticed, I loaded up the game, and I still have my save file on there from when I did the LP, almost 2 years ago. And I still had my team on there and everything, and wait real quick. This Baltoy, it's giving me that look of I want to blow up. Oh, go Slushy! Is that dead? I can't tell. Are you serious? Okay, at least it didn't explode, right? So, yeah, I loaded up Coliseum. I had my old team on there. I was like, oh hey, I wanna keep this team. So, I actually have the cable that you can use to trade between the GameCube and the GBA games. So I figured, well, I could trade it to my Sapphire cartridge. I didn't want to trade it to my Emerald cartridge because I restart that all the time. So yeah, I started transferring all my Pokemon to Sapphire, and then I realized this isn't gonna work because there was really no way that I could do that while still keeping everything legit here, So I had to trade 4 Pokemon back. So yeah, for the most part, the challenge is. I mean, I don't think I broke any rules. I don't see the problem here. I mean, it is a self-imposed challenge, but I mean, yeah, I really don't see how I broke any rules. And I mean, you could argue, well, your Pokemon could have died off camera. Could it really? I mean, from where I left off last time, I could have just gone back without even going through any sand. But anyway, I'm gonna choose the Claw Fossil over the other fossil, just because Anorith is a monster, or more specifically, Armaldo is a monster. And yeah, the fossil that you don't choose is going to sink into the sand. If you're playing Emerald, you can actually get both fossils, but you have to wait until the after game to get the other one. But yeah, I personally prefer Armaldo, like I was saying, it's one of my more favorite Pokemon. Cradily is really cool. I do like Cradily a lot, but at this point, Cradily has a lot of the weaknesses that we already have. On that note, actually, last time we did catch a Cacnea, which, like I was saying, is the rarest Pokemon we can get here, but it's the one that I didn't want to use at all. That does suck, but I was thinking, you know, Cacnea is, or Cacturn at least, is immune to Psychic. And we do have a pretty bad weakness to Psychic right now, with both Breloom and Combusken being weak to it, but I decided against using Cacnea just because it'd be another Grass type, and Grass types have a ton of weaknesses. Flying, Poison, Fire, yeah, no fun. It would have been really cool to use a Cacturn though. I kind of wish we didn't end up with 2 fighting types. That was kind of unfortunate. However, Slushy was kind of a savior. I think that was probably one of our most... that was probably our luckiest encounter, I'd say. And our unluckiest was probably either Geodude or Cacnea. I don't expect anything from this Sandslash. Oh, it's got Poison Sting. GG, it's all over. Don't poison me. Why gotta be like that? Great, now we get to watch ourselves get poisoned, and we get to watch ourselves get buffeted. Don't you buff me. I'll buff you. So if you, back in the note of the Pokemon Coliseum thing, if you somehow have anything against me doing that, even though it's impossible for any of my Pokemon to have died off camera, you know, just go ahead and comment about it. I'll do my best to make up for any kind of rule that I broke. Yeah, I really don't see the problem. I was considering just not mentioning it, but I figured it'd be too conspicuous that I went and healed myself up for apparently no reason. So yeah, that's why I chose to talk about it. And yeah, I did notice we missed 2 times in a row just then, I do believe, and we're slowly dying to Poison, and yeah, that's no fun. You know what? I'm just gonna switch. I don't feel like dealing with it. We'll go into Mr. Hugs. It's a great idea. And I did come up with more ideas for nicknames. Let me get that page up. Right, so, okay, there we go. We took out that... Oh, we didn't take out the Sandslash. I looked back at the screen, and it's underground. I thought it was dead. Uh-oh, using Dig, isn't it? I did not think it would have Dig. We should be faster. So, we could set up a Bulk Up, and hopefully that'll raise our defense to the point where this will have no chance of killing us. Hopefully. I didn't think it would use Dig. Whatever. Yikes. I'm not sure if that Bulk Up was necessary, but it certainly helps. I don't know, maybe with the Sandstorm it would have actually beat us, but... Alright, please take this thing out. This Sandslash is giving us way too much trouble. Thank you. The biggest threat so far, a Sandslash. Not Flannery, not Watson, not an exploding Baltoy, a Sandslash. While I have searched for ruins, I have not searched for strong Pokemon. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, your Sandslash is pretty strong. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, I didn't really say what we were going to do today. I did say that we were going to continue exploring Route 111, but after this, I actually want to go and do the trick houses. We should have 2 more sets of those to do. Figure it'll be nice for training up our Swablu, and I just kind of want to do it. I want to make sure we have all of our loose ends tied up before we get Surf, because then we got a whole bunch of stuff to do. I don't want to put the Macho Brace back on Titania. Just because, with so many ground types around, if I really have to use Manectric, I want it to be able to outspeed something. There's that Trapinch. Hey, Trapinch, why weren't you my first encounter? Would have been kind of helpful a little bit. Alright, well, this thing probably has an Arena Trap, so I'll kill it. You know, having Arena Trap probably worked against it. If it didn't have Arena Trap, I could just run away and it'd be fine. It could just go back to being a Trapinch. But nope, this way I have to kill it. I'm forced. Alright, I guess we'll switch to Combusken now. Worst case scenario, I can just switch Breloom in on a ground type attack or something. Alright, well, we are just about done exploring here. We have Regirock's chamber here. I'm not sure what I want to do with the legendaries. I guess you're supposed to go and kill them all in a Nuzlocke challenge, kind of, sort of, but if I don't get a Wailord and a Relicanth, then I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to bother. So yeah, in the off case that we actually do catch a legendary Pokemon, I don't really see how that would happen. But if we do, I really don't want to use legendaries. It just kind of seems to go against the, you know, the theme of Nuzlocke challenges, which is, you know, using Pokemon that you don't normally use. Yeah, I just don't want to use legendary, basically. You don't really have to worry about that in this game, though. I mean, I think the place we'd be most likely to get a legendary as your first encounter would be the route where you get Regice. But even then, I mean, you'd have to use repels. Alright, well I think we're just about done here, finally. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would. 10 minutes, man, that's way too long. Okay, more trap inches. You know, do you have a Rita trap? Do you actually have that? I'm gonna test it. Oh, well, I could have sworn all trap inches had it. I don't know, maybe only some have it. I honestly don't know. Right, actually, did we get this item over here? We didn't. I kind of want to get it. We'll get it later. I'm not going all the way around just for a nugget, which I'm pretty sure it's a nugget, but I honestly don't remember. We'll get it later. Alright, so now that we're all done exploring there, yeah, I guess we'll go to the trick house. I mean, I guess I could go back to Rustboro and get our Anorith all done, but I kind of want to think about if I want to use Anorith a little bit first, because I mean, it'll be a really long time before we can really use them all, though. You figure Anorith isn't really all that good. And then I'm not sure how many weaknesses it shares with our other stuff. I'm pretty sure it'd be... Wait, no, it wouldn't be weak to ground, because I'm pretty sure Bug resists ground. That's good. Yeah, everyone's all fully healed. I'm gonna switch to Titania for a little bit. But yeah, I'm thinking it wouldn't be weak to ground, which is really good. We've got 2 Pokemon that are weak to that. It wouldn't be weak to Psychic. Another big weakness we have. Yeah, maybe using Armaldo would be a really good idea. However, we do have a lot of physical attackers. Breloom and Combuskin are both physical attackers, so I guess that doesn't really matter. You could probably get away with having an entire team of physical attackers in an in-game playthrough, so that's not a big deal. Maybe I'll decide to train it up later, after it, you know, after training a Pokemon to level 40 is more, you know, doable. Because I don't want to just have an Anorith sitting around my party, just, you know, collecting dust for half the game, so... Maybe later on we'll use it. I'll leave it at that. This is a long ramble on Anorith, right? So we're doing pretty good on items. I don't think we need to do any kind of managing there. We have a Revive. I don't think we need that, but... Whatever. I went right past the trick house. That's pretty funny. Alright, we'll go back there and do that. Now, this trick house is actually fit for doing after you do the 3rd gym. So it'll actually be a little bit weaker than what we're used to. So I guess in this one video, I kind of want to do both of these trick houses, but I realize I probably won't have time to do that. This would probably be a half-hour long episode if I did that. So I'll probably do the first one in this episode, and then I'll do the second one next time. There's a big hole behind the scroll. Want to go in? Yeah, okay. That's cool. Now, I don't remember what the gimmick is here. I don't think you need any sort of HM to get through here. If anything, you would need Rock Smash, which we do have, so we're good. Skittles has got us covered. Speaking of, do you have an item? Man, Skittles, you're slacking. I swear, Skittles. Whatever. The fact that you found like 3 proteins kind of makes up for that. Right, so I don't really know what to expect from these trainers. I don't remember anything particularly powerful in here. Sorry about that, I just moved the mic a little bit away from my face. Oh yeah, these Pokemon are way below us. Okay, that's not a problem at all. I might actually start using Swablu a little bit, but I don't know about that. The thing with Swablu is that, I mean, it's a tiny bit tanky for a level 18 Pokemon, but it's not going to hit very hard, and it's going to take a really long time for it to take out a Pokemon of the same level, so I won't use it for now, but yeah. So I guess, since we're doing this, and it's not the most interesting thing in the world, just me beating up trainers that are way below me, I could go off on another tangent, which you guys love. I would imagine you love it if you're watching this. So I was watching Chugga's LP at the Coliseum, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I said I was going to do an LP of XD. No, I haven't actually forgotten about it, but yeah, I started planning it. Like I said, I kind of want to try and be more professional. I honestly don't know yet. This guy's got a Numel. That kind of sucks. We could probably take it out in one hit with a quick attack, but honestly, I do not want to lose a Pokemon to a level 15 Numel. I'm not risking a critical magnitude 10 right now. Which, now that I think about it, this Numel probably doesn't even have. Alright, so I was doing some stuff for Pokemon XD, and I decided what I would do is I would go and find as many LPs of Pokemon XD as I could. And I'd go to the finale of that Let's Play, and I would see what team they had for the final boss. And then I would tally up all the Pokemon that everybody used in their final episode. And from there I would determine like which Pokemon is most commonly used, which one is less commonly used. And it was actually pretty interesting. I think from about 20 LPs that I found, Breloom was used the most. I think I found 10 LPs where people use Breloom, which is kind of insane. I think there was 10 or 11 that used Houndoom. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. It'd be a lot more relevant if I was actually, you know, playing XD, but, you know. So yeah, I decided that I'll be using Pokemon that aren't commonly used. I won't be using Breloom or Houndoom, that's for sure. A lot of the other common ones were like Espeon, Jolteon, Walrein, which isn't too surprising. I only saw one person who used Crobat, and that surprised me because Crobat is a monster in that game. Alright, well anyway, back onto this game. We just beat Paul. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. Alright, this is just gonna be male, probably. Yep. Pointless in every way. So, I know that some people have... I don't really know how to describe this, but some people don't like it when LPers are like, oh hey, if you like and favorite the video, I'll use your name, or whatever, to name one of my Pokemon. Well, I was just thinking, you know, obviously I am running out of ideas for names for Pokemon, so I'm not going to tell you to like and favorite. I'm just going to say, if you have ideas for names, you know, just go ahead and leave it in the comments. Because I'm always open for more ideas. I mean, if you want to leave one for a specific Pokemon, that's fine, but you have to realize I might not get that Pokemon, you know? But, yeah. So on the note of getting Pokemon, I was thinking about water types. Now, I've already discussed that I would really like to use Barboach. And I've also said that in order to get that, I would either have to risk using a good rod somewhere, or I could wait until I get the super rod much later on, which would kind of suck. I'd rather not do that, but if I have to, I will. Or, a Pokemon that you get in a similar fashion is Corphish. Using the good rod, you can get it at a 10% chance in Petalburg. I don't want to risk those odds. Or you can use a super rod to get it 100% of the time, so... What I was thinking of doing is as soon as I get the good rod, I'll try and get Barboach. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll wait until I get the super rod and I'll go and get Corphish. I think that's a pretty good idea. Because I would really like to use Crawdon. I don't see very many LPs where people actually use that. And plus it's immune to Psychic, which obviously we need. Desperately. I suppose I could use Sharpedo for similar purposes, but I don't know, I don't really have anything against Sharpedo, it's just that, I mean, I don't know. I just want to use a Crawdon. That's my only reason, honestly. You know what's weird? A lot of people thought that the physical special split in 4th gen would actually, you know, save Kingler and Crawdon since they're physical water type attackers, which doesn't make much sense since all water type attacks before 4th gen were, you know, special. And it's weird, even after the physical special split happened, they're still, like, very underused. It's odd. I mean, I think Kingler has 130 base attack, which is kind of insane, and then Crawdon has, like, 120. So you'd think being able to use physical water type attacks would make them really powerful, but apparently not. They're still both underused, I think. Alright, well I beat that. It only took about 10 minutes. Ack, you found... Oh. He doesn't say found at all. It took me all night to make that maze. You're almost my equal in greatness by 5 places. I've earned a reward. We got the Hammer Ball. That's good. It's a very situational thing, but whatever. Right, so I guess next time on Let's Play this, we will do this next Trick House puzzle, and I guess we'll start preparing for Norman's Gym, since I can't think of anything else to really do. Oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to go to the game corner. Yeah, we'll do that next time. Alright, see you later. Hey everybody, do you know what time it is? Because I don't. It's time for...